Good afternoon, everybody. This is another live event from the Chamber. And today we are happy to introduce a kickoff event to our traditional Chamber Day at Bogus Basin. And today we have gathered Carrie Westergard from the Convention and Visitors Bureau. Hi, Carrie.
Hi there.
We have also gathered our sponsor today, Duree Westover with Experis.
Hey, Paul.
And we have Clark Krause with the Boise Valley Economic Partnership. Hi, Clark. We have Bill Connors, our CEO of the Chamber.
Hello, let us know.
And finally, we have General Manager, Bogus Basin, Brad Wilson.
Hi, everybody. Great to be here.
All right. Well, we're doing this live kickoff event because typically when we do this event up at Bogus, we're at the lodge. We have a great spread of food. We get an opportunity to talk with everybody. So there's a little bit of a formal remarks piece. But this year's different, as with everything this year. And so we really wanted to get together some key people here that not only spawned this partnership with Bogus Basin, but it's also important to know the impact that Bogus Basin has on all three of the chamber organizations, with the Convention and Visitors Bureau, the Boise Valley Economic Partnership, and the Chamber's membership organization. And we also have Duree Westover here, who has been a legacy partner of this event from day one. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce CEO of the Chamber, Bill Connors.
Well, thank you, Paul, and thanks to all who are watching. And it's great to do yet another year Chamber Day at Bogus. Bogus Basin is such an incredible asset to our valley and to our community. I don't need to tell any of you that, but quite frankly, when companies look at this valley, they're looking at things like quality of life. And if you're going to talk about quality of life in our valley, you can't do that without talking about Bogus Basin. And I think most of you who know about Bogus know that it's not some big Euro conglomerate that's owned by a big, huge corporation someplace. It's our community mountain, and we need to support it. And that's why the Chamber got behind Bogus Chamber Day at Bogus many years ago, and we're still going to do it today. So we hope to see you up on the mountain on Monday. That'll be Chamber Day at Bogus. If you need a get out of work note from your teacher, I can provide that for you as the Chamber CEO, and you can present that to your employer, and then I'll deal with them if they don't let you go. So we hope to see you on Monday on the mountain, and have a great day.
Thank you, Bill. Carrie Westergard, Executive Director for the Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Yes, hi, Paul.
Hi, Carrie.
Did you have a question you just want me to chat?
Yeah. So, hey, kind of just share with us why Bogus is so important to the region's tourism and the impact of Bogus on your organization.
Absolutely. Well, hello, everyone. We are so lucky to have this attraction, this amenity in our backyard. I mean, if you Google small to medium cities that have a ski resort, destination resort right out their backyard, you don't find very many across the country. We have about 1 million visitors that come through here every year. This year was roughly around 1 million people, even though we had a pandemic going on. And that, that of course could include a local staycation. And so this year was a little different. I'm sure that there were a lot of locals staying here and heading up to the mountain. I know I've used it a ton already this year. And what's so great about it is that it's a year-round destination. It's not just the winter. They've done such a phenomenal job in the summertime. It's a little cooler up there. For hiking, it's not just for skiing anymore. So they've really done a great job.
Thank you, Carrie, for those remarks. And now I'd like to introduce our sponsor today, Duree Westover, Managing Principal of Experis. Duree, can you tell us why it's important that your team continues this partnership year after year?
Absolutely, I will, Paul. Thank you. And I wanted to say hi to everybody out there and thank you for having me on today. It's great. And I'm honored to have been a sponsor for, I think we're on our 6th year sponsoring. And it's just an honor to be part of the organization. I think how Bill said it's a community destination. And we all as business leaders need to do our part to continue to support the Bogus Basin. And so doing that is what is really important to me, making the decision of what to do with our marketing money and things that we do to support. We have a lot of opportunities to support things in this community, and the Bogus Basin is critical for us. It's a playground year round now. Brad and his team have done phenomenal work to make that such a destination. And when you think about what we do and my team, we're all about attracting talent to this market for our businesses. And it's a war on talent out there. We specifically work in the IT space. So it's really hard. And to Carrie's point, if we can list out some of these great things that enrich our valley and help our community, it really helps us attract top talent for our businesses to succeed. So we're just thrilled to be part of it. And I, of course, love to ski. So I don't need an out of office bill, but I will definitely be there. And I hope everybody that's listening in has a chance to come up on Monday.
That's awesome, Duree. And your team has an elevated caliber of skiers as well. I've skied with you guys, and you guys are rippers. So thanks again for the partnership, Duree.
Honored.
Okay. Hey, let's get to Clark Krause, our executive director for the Boise Valley Economic Partnership. Hi, Clark.
Hi, everybody. Paul wanted me to talk a little bit about why Bogus Basin is so important to business. I think Duree said it very, very well. You know, as we have a better quality of life, we're going to be able to attract quality companies, quality people, quality talent, and also, more importantly, retain what we have. Anybody who's left here, a lot of people come back here just because it's an amazing place to live. And there are more opportunities every day. Bogus Basin plays a key role in that, just like our foothills, our vibrant downtown, our river and mountains. And I say that as a huge compliment to Bogus Basin. It's never been more important than today because of COVID. I think we all learned that everything is about connection to quality of life. And you can do that with a greater ease here than even our competitors in Denver, Reno, and Salt Lake City. And so I look at it and say, you know, what has provided such a great path and created such a perfect environment for recruiting companies and new business here is getting even better with what we've just suffered through, because people are looking for the absolute solution to not only their workplace, which now a lot of them are going to be remote, so they'll probably see even more skiing up at Bogus Basin, but also for those that, you know, work here and have families, they're able to do that, and Bogus is just going to become more and more. One of the things that's really important is I stopped looking at Bogus Basin as a winter ski resort a few years ago, thanks to Brad Wilson and his team up at Bogus Basin. It's about summer now. It's about winter too, but you now have a year-round destination that is right in our backyard that provides some of the best mountain biking in the world, some of the greatest skiing in the country, and mountain coasters and great barbecue and all of these things that team has put together in the last 5 or 6 years. I'm very proud of my friend Brad Wilson, who's going to be speaking next. He has done an amazing job bringing his passion, and also realizing he had an incredible team up there that was able to do amazing things, from the 25-year-old kid who is his director of marketing, who's a brilliant guy, to operations guys who have been there for over 30 years. That team is the same team that was there before Brad got there, and look what they've done in the last 5 to 6 years. It just took some vision. It just took someone who was going to stick with a plan, and I have known Brad now for 40 years. I think we're still the same age, though, so that's really cool. But I want to say I'm very proud of him. I'm very proud of the team that carries him every day and makes him look good. And without further ado, I would like to introduce Brad Wilson, General Manager of Bogus Basin.
Well, thank you, Clark. Thank you, Chamber, and thanks for just letting us continue with this great day on the mountain. It's so cool to be able to introduce the business community to the Bogus Basin in the wintertime and kind of show off what's going on. We just picked up 6 inches of snow today. It looks like it's going to be a fantastic weekend, and it should be great next week. So we're super excited to continue to be part of this.
Awesome, Brad. Hey, I just wanted to ask a couple questions. You know, with the ever evolving challenges that you've had to overcome during the pandemic, can you tell us a little bit about the elevated community support that you've received?
Sure. I mean, we were really lucky to be able to operate this summer on a much smaller scale. So we really learned a lot about how to deal with COVID and the protocols in place to keep our guests and our employees safe. So we were able to come into the ski season with a lot better understanding of how to deal with people, how to politely ask people to pull their masks up or to wear their mask, and how to deal with that. So it has been a whole another giant layer on top of a business that is always challenging. We're subject to Mother Nature and the winds that she has, and all of a sudden you put on this COVID layer, and it's been quite challenging. But again, I think we've met the challenge, and the community has responded unbelievably well and supportive. For the first time ever, we had to stop selling season passes this fall, and we have sold out of lift tickets every single weekend day and holiday day since we've opened, and every single Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night since we opened on November 27th. And that's largely because we've been limiting the number of lift tickets sold so we can have a group of people up here that we feel is a safe number to deal with. And so season pass holders can come up at any time. We estimate on a Wednesday like today what we think we'll do for the weekend, and we sell X amount of tickets for each weekend, knowing that we're going to have X amount of season pass holders here. So we get our crystal ball out and we kind of try to figure out what the best number is to sell. And we try to make sure it's always comfortable when anybody comes up here.
You've done a great job of shifting your sales. And like you mentioned, you had to restrict the amount of season passes you sold in last fall. And I noticed that you had, I bet you've experienced an increase of afternoon passes, the night season pass. Tell us a little bit about what you did to encourage that.
Yeah, I mean, probably the most amazing thing that's happened is what's happened with our night skiing operation. Just to give you an idea, last year we sold about 2,400 night season passes at $99. And this year we cut off sales at 6,600 night passes. That's one part of the equation. The other part of the equation is we have now sold almost 4 times as many night lift tickets as we did last year. And there's 2 big driving forces here. One is that we moved the start of nights from 4 o'clock start time to a 3 o'clock start time. So people now can come up early and they can ski the entire mountain for an hour and a half before they're relegated to the other lifts, and they can't ski chair 6 anymore. So that's made a huge change in when people come up. And then, of course, the other part of the equation is it's much less expensive to ski at night. A night lift ticket's only $34, and now you get an extra hour on the front end of that. So it's both amazing, and it is probably the healthiest thing that could ever happen to this business, this ski business, is we're introducing people to the sport at a time they can afford it. And each of these people that are coming up that haven't been up before, we think will continue. And whether they buy another night pass or they go into a full unrestricted pass in the future.
Okay. Hey, I'm so glad that you were able to offer that additional benefit. And it's a great segue into talking about the season pass sale that's coming up. Can you tell us a little bit about the new President's Day sale and let us know a little bit about the benefits, the Powder Alliance, if anything's changed there. Tell us about the President's Day sale, when that starts, and then if there's any different exclusive benefits by being a season pass holder this coming 22 season.
You bet. So we'll have a variety of different types of passes that you'll be able to purchase this year. It'll be slightly different than it has been in the past. And some of those passes will include the Powder Alliance, which is a group of 17, 18 ski resorts that basically trade tickets back and forth. So if you're a pass holder at Bogus Basin, you can go to Bridger Bowl in Montana and ski for free there, or you can go to Sierra Tahoe and Lake Tahoe and ski there for free. And there's a whole bunch of benefits with that. And then we have partnerships, even as close as Tamarack, if you can use your season pass here and get a day or two at Tamarack too. So it's really great, and some of the passes will include that, some of them won't, and that will be easy to identify when you go onto the website. We're still in the planning stages, believe it or not, even though it's going to start in 3 weeks. So I just encourage people to check back on the website. I believe we will have everything up on the website February 12th. So you'll be able to see everything we have to offer, and then the pass sale will start after that. So you have a chance to kind of do your research and then know what you're going to get and be able to purchase online and go from there. So, really excited. Who knows what's going to happen? We've never cut off pass sales before. And so we don't know if all those people that were going to buy a pass are going to rush in and buy. So it's, COVID's brought a lot of unknown things to the operation, and I think season passes are one of those unknown things. We'll have to wait and see.
Okay. Real quick before we kind of close and we talk more about the actual Chamber Day on next Monday, you guys have done a phenomenal job of offering additional food and beverage opportunities, and you invested in some pretty nice tents and heaters, and it's always hot food. So tell us a little bit about, can people go inside the lodge and tell us about your food and beverage?
Yeah, so in order to make it as safe an environment as we could, and when we were in stage 2 of the virus, we actually moved all the furniture outside of our base facilities, and we purchased 4 large tents, heated tents, well-ventilated tents, and we moved all of our food and beverage seating out into those tents. And then we created food and beverage outlets in 2 of the 4 tents. So the one at Simplot Lodge that's out by the chairlift has the hot dogger on it, and on weekends you can pick up the hot dog, chili dog, the bratwurst, and all those sort of things. And then there's a large tent up on the tennis courts by Pioneer Lodge, and we have the burrito there that has fresh burritos and homemade tamales, and those are open on weekends and too. So we tried to spread everybody out. We tried to provide them relatively comfortable space in an environment that keeps the snow off their head and gets you ready to go back out again. The big thing is we really encourage people to use their car in the base area. So get your boots on, get your equipment ready, and then go from there. And we even encourage people to bring their own lunch up, and I can tell you that food and beverage revenue less than 50% normally would be. So our taking is up in that, but that's okay. We're doing that.
Okay. So, Brad, thanks for all the new announcements. We're excited to check the website when the President's Day sale goes along. And, I recreate all the time up at Bogus Basin. One of the cool things that I've noticed this year is that people are bringing their canopies and barbecues, and you guys even put out a little Twitter message to challenge folks to send in their pictures of their little base camps. I think it's called the Base Camp Challenge. So kudos to you guys for letting people come up and enjoying as they can in a safe manner. Brad, hey, Lindsay, will you bring us all back up on the screen again? Hey, I just wanted to thank every single one of you for carving out some time to support Bogus Basin. And it's really cool to see all three of these organizations, the Convention and Visitors Bureau, the Chamber of Commerce, and the Boise Valley Economic Partnership, come together. There's a lot of synergy between these three organizations. And Bogus, you have such a huge impact on this community and our chamber and these three organizations. Thank you so much, you guys, for taking the time.
Thank you for having us.
Okay,
Thanks,
so
Paul.
to close, Monday is the day, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. You can register for Bogus Basin at boisechamber.org on our events calendar. $20 lift tickets, $15 Bogus bucks, $15 gear rental. It's crazy. Come on up. We're going to have a lot of fun. I'm sure there'll be some networking opportunities a little bit here and there, but we're going to stay safe. We're going to ski, and we're going to have a great time. Thank you again for the continued partnership. Duree, for your sponsorship, and Brad, for your leadership up at our Bogus Basin.
Thank you.
Bye, you guys. See you up on the hill.